It was the happiest morning of my life, or at least that's what I thought when I checked my lottery ticket. The numbers on the screen matched perfectly with mine. For a moment, I just stood there, unable to breathe. I had actually won. Millions were now mine. My hands trembled as I called out to my wife, Sarah, to tell her the news. She ran into the room, her eyes wide, and when I told her, she hugged me so tightly that I could feel her heart pounding against mine. We laughed, cried, and dreamed out loud about all the things we would finally do. Over the next few days, everything changed. Suddenly, people who barely spoke to me before were calling, congratulating, and hinting at favors. Sarah, too, started acting differently. She talked about moving to a bigger city, buying new clothes, meeting new people. I thought it was just excitement. But there was something cold behind her smile, something distant. The warmth that used to fill our home started to fade, replaced by strange silences and long phone calls she took in another room. One evening, I came home with a bottle of wine, hoping to celebrate quietly with her and plan our future. But the house was half empty. Her clothes, her jewelry, even her favorite mug were gone. There was a note on the table, just a few lines. She said she needed to find herself, and that money changes everything. I stood there, for what felt like hours, rereading her words, not believing what I saw. The money that I thought would bring us closer had taken her away from me. In the weeks that followed, I learned she had left with a man she'd met recently, a man who promised her adventure and freedom. The newspapers wrote about my win, and I saw photos of her online, smiling beside him in some foreign place. It felt like my life had turned into a cruel joke. The prize that should have been a blessing had turned into a curse. But as time passed, I began to see things differently. I realized that the lottery hadn't really changed us. It had revealed who we truly were. Sarah had been chasing happiness in all the wrong places, and I had believed that money could fix everything. I used part of my winnings to travel, to see the world, and to start again. I learned to find peace in small things, not numbers or promises. Now, when I think back to that day, I no longer feel bitterness. I lost my wife, but I found myself. The lottery gave me wealth, but life taught me value, and that's a prize no money can buy.